You meet someone and feel the kind of spark that feels rare. They are charming, mysterious, and a little distant. You tell yourself that their distance makes them interesting. You believe that if you can get them to open up, the connection will become incredible. There is a hope that feels almost addictive. But as time passes, you notice the same signs you have seen before. They avoid deeper conversations. They pull away when things get close. They never fully let you in. And slowly you start to realize you are repeating the same story again. This pattern feels confusing. It feels personal. You may even wonder if you are doing something wrong. But the truth is that this repetition is not about weakness or bad decisions. It is about your nervous system choosing what feels familiar, not what feels healthy. Emotionally unavailable people feel familiar because that emotional distance exists somewhere in your past. Emotional unavailability shows up in different shapes. Some people hide behind their work and stay busy to avoid intimacy. Some are warm at first but vanish when emotions deepen. Some intellectualize everything to avoid feeling anything real. Some joke constantly to escape vulnerability. Some become distant when you express needs. Some are addicted to substances or distractions that keep them numb. Some are so focused on their own pain that they have no space for yours. Different styles, same wall. If you keep choosing them, it is not by accident. Your mind is searching for something. Sometimes it is searching for the parent who could not meet your emotional needs. Sometimes it is trying to fix a wound that has been open for years. Sometimes it is chasing approval from someone who reminds you of an early relationship where love felt unpredictable. When you grow up with emotional inconsistency, your nervous system learns that love is something you have to earn. Your body remembers the feeling of reaching for someone who kept slipping away. It remembers the confusion of being close to someone who still felt far. It remembers hoping, waiting, and trying. So when you meet someone who gives mixed signals, your body reacts with recognition. This feels like home, even if home was not safe. This creates something called repetition compulsion. You unconsciously recreate old emotional dynamics in the hope of finally winning the love you were missing. You keep choosing people who match the wound. You keep hoping that this time the ending will be different. But the ending never changes, because emotionally unavailable people cannot give you what you needed then or now. Let me be clear about what this means. If your parent was distant and you felt you had to perform to earn their attention, you will likely be drawn to partners who make you feel the same way. If your parent was unpredictable, sometimes warm and sometimes cold, you will gravitate toward people with the same emotional temperature swings. If your parent was too focused on their own problems to see you, you will choose partners who are similarly self-absorbed. Your nervous system is not trying to hurt you. It is trying to solve an old problem using the only strategy it knows. Another reason for the attraction is that unavailability protects you from deeper pain. If someone does not fully choose you, you never have to fully risk yourself. If they stay distant, you can stay longing instead of vulnerable. Longing feels painful, but for many people it feels safer than real intimacy. Being truly seen is terrifying if you have lived a life where your needs were ignored or punished. Think about what real intimacy requires. It requires showing your insecurities. It requires admitting your fears. It requires being honest about your needs without shame. It requires trusting that someone will not use your vulnerability against you. For people who grew up without stable love, that level of exposure feels impossible. Unavailable partners let you avoid that fear. You can stay longing for love without facing the discomfort of receiving it. Unavailable partners also allow fantasy to take over. Because they never show their whole self, you fill the gaps with imagination. You create the version of them you want them to be. You picture their potential. You imagine the tenderness they could give you someday. You imagine the conversations you could have if they would just let you in. This potential becomes more powerful than any real person. It becomes a dream disguised as love. But potential is not love. Potential is a projection. Real love is steady and present. Real love shows up even when it is uncomfortable. Real love requires emotional availability, and that is something fantasy cannot replace. Real love also means being disappointed sometimes, being challenged sometimes, being seen in your flaws, and still being chosen. Fantasy never asks that of you. When you chase emotionally unavailable people, your self-esteem also becomes part of the cycle. You start to believe that if you can get them to choose you, it will finally prove you are worthy of love. You hope that their approval will fix something inside you. You tell yourself that if they finally open up, It will validate all the effort you have put in. But when they pull away, you blame yourself. You wonder what else you could have done. You think maybe you were not patient enough, not understanding enough, not attractive enough. And the cycle continues because you are chasing a moving target. Emotional unavailability can also feel like chemistry. When someone is unpredictable, your body releases adrenaline and uncertainty chemicals that feel exciting. Your nervous system gets hooked on the chase. It creates emotional highs and lows that resemble passion. You feel alive in the uncertainty. You feel engaged in the mystery. But this is not chemistry. It is survival mode disguised as desire. Your body is in a state of alert, and alert feels like aliveness when you have lived most of your life in numbness. Here is the important truth. You are not attracted to them because they are good for you. You are not attracted to them because they are your soulmate. You are attracted to them because they are familiar. You are attracted to them because they match an emotional blueprint formed long before you understood what love was. Your nervous system recognizes the pattern and says, "This is what I know how to do." So how do you break this pattern? The first step is awareness. You start by noticing the early signs. If someone avoids conversations about feelings, pay attention. If they only show affection when it is convenient, take it seriously. If they disappear after moments of closeness, believe what they are showing you. If they talk about their exes as crazy or needy, understand that you are getting a preview of how they will talk about you. Clarity is a form of protection. The second step is grieving. This part is harder than people realize. You must grieve the love you never received from the parent or partner who could not give it. You must grieve the fantasy of being the person who finally changes someone. You must grieve the role of chasing love that was never yours to chase. You must grieve the years you spent trying to earn love from people who were not capable of giving it. Grief ends the illusion that keeps you attached to the wrong people. The third step is learning to feel safe with healthy love. Supportive people may feel boring at first. Consistency may feel strange. Kindness may feel suspicious. Emotional availability may feel overwhelming. But these reactions are not warnings. They are your nervous system adjusting to something new. They are signs that you are moving out of survival mode. Your body is not used to being safe, so safety can feel uncomfortable. Another step is building emotional self-worth. If you believe you are worthy of love, you stop accepting half-presents. You stop negotiating for attention. You stop chasing people who are not choosing you. Your standards shift from, "I hope they pick me," to, "I choose me first." This is not arrogance. This is self-respect. The next step is practicing attraction to availability. Your body will not like it at first. Healthy love may feel slow. It may feel simple, but simple is not boring. Simple is peaceful. And peace is something your nervous system may not recognize yet. Peace does not have the adrenaline rush of chasing someone who does not want to be caught. But peace is what allows you to actually build something real. Support is also essential. Therapy or trauma-informed guidance can help you understand why your heart chooses certain people and how to teach it new ways to choose again. Patterns formed through pain can be healed through safety. A therapist becomes a person who is consistently available, who does not disappear when things get real, who validates your feelings without judgment. That relationship becomes a template for what healthy love can feel like. You are not broken for wanting unavailable people. You are human. You were shaped by experiences that taught you to confuse intensity with intimacy. You were taught that love means chasing, reaching, trying. You were taught that your worth depends on whether someone difficult finally chooses you. But you can change this story. You can choose partners who show up. You can choose people who stay. You can choose the kind of love that does not make you chase or shrink. The love you want is possible, but it begins with learning that you deserve more than emotional scraps. You deserve someone who is excited to know you, not someone you have to convince to stay. You deserve someone who creates space for your feelings, not someone who makes you small. You deserve consistency, not breadcrumbs. You deserve to stop performing and start being. And the first person who needs to give you that is you. Subscribe for more content on attachment, relationships, and deep mind patterns. Like if this helped you understand your attraction patterns with compassion. Share it with someone who deserves to stop chasing unavailable love.